The one beside me is Bronco-Sport. It is also the highest version of Bronco-Sport. That line has a long history of not allowing cars to be docked, but it has been. This car was first built in the mid-1960s and for a long time it was available in a two-door version only, right? And the model positioning is a more private four-wheel luxury SUV compared with the Trojan horse that kind of harder and cross-country orientation on the ability of unpaved roads to traverse. This vehicle carries the power of our the front full tank volume is 60 liters and the car's entire power parameter plate is 49. The part of the car can be seen here using a 4-mirror light integrated LED Source Enterprise with daytime running lights carried out the name of the car and the whole front face of the most important bumper, and you can see that the trailer trench is also bare and even though the brand spot is positioned as a more urban side. You can see that there's a lot of this wild stuff in the whole thing, and you can see that the whole side has a double color body. And yet at the same time the roof of the luggage rack under the plastic wheel are brown and the tire side also with a 17-inch so the whole side is still kind of wild, and then you have this kind of privacy in the back. Front and you can see the whole back of the car at the same time. Triangle spot, the brand logo, is also placed in the middle of the car, which corresponds to the front. The function of the car is very interesting and worth mentioning. You can open the top glass to get the end of the car can be opened into sections. And here is a mechanism that lifts the hotel door and the whole trunk opens up, and you can see that it has this layered design and it has one of these on top of it with a non-slip pattern. At the same time, this rear seat of the hitch supports the 46. Back and the back of the rear seat is also this so this is a car that is very focused on you putting your stuff outside and you're putting your homework in the back and you're throwing stuff on it. I think it's completely fine, and then some other functional aspects of the cover can be removed, and now it's a placement situation so that you can only open the top glass and put some small items on it. At the same time, we have the power supply of the 110 diagram, and then we have the interface of the igniter and the other thing that's kind of interesting is that you also has a light source in the upper part of the tail door that can be adjusted at an angle on each side. So you can see that the whole rear compartment actually has a certain amount of attention to this outdoor use requirement, and he even has a small frequency starter in this location. Comfortable to get on the bus. What about the whole interior of the plant compared to what Ford has in the country? In terms of design, I think it's more visible and it's going to be a little bit more domestic than the off-road version, but on the inside it's going to be a little bit softer. The leather package that you see on the panel, and see that the seat also has a hard embroidery of the logo. 3 hairs matching leather, such a collocation combination. This feeling is actually quite decisive. At the same time, he is in the car a lot of cases, but also protected this kind of physical cases. You can use your busy exercise and the front display meter is also performance meter that leads to this screen display effect. And speaking of functionality, will be relatively simple, but what some businesses also equipped with actually stereo good, and I think these hardcore SUVs will get used to saying that this bus is really good, and this is the type of car that you drive on the highway on normal paved roads and it's going to make a little bit more noise. What about one of the nutritional benefits? Right, they say good sound equals no noise. So this car has this storage in the front compared to some there aren't that many, but he has one under the platform, right? One with a non-slip pad that can also hold a cell phone. There's also a storage unit under the air conditioner with a non-slip pad that has a speaking actor and then a regular shower door panel. There's probably a little bit of storage space, but it's not that big, and it's okay to put a little bit of water. I'm going to put 2 bottles of water, and I'm going to put out the whole central breast box, and the area of the central breast box is not that big, and I'm going to put there's a charging port for USB and TPC, and you can see the horizontal head glove box is open. The opening is a little bit small, but the promotion is still possible, and the whole front row storage is like this, and then the car is behind this knob shift and then turn it around, and you can see on this central screen there are 7 different modes like wet, snow, These are all options at the same time. The car is with a rear axle plug shelter, and this is very important for off-road. Then sit down in the back of the car. I think you don't have any special expectations. It's about the same length as a standard short wheelbase Trojan horse. But what about the other functional aspects? You can see it's got air conditioning, vents, and it's got a USB power port underneath. This is all very conventional, and then the whole center of the platform and this Dragonware, I think it's relatively small in the back of the front seat right here that opens up, and you can tuck in some of these things that you use all the time. The seat in the back is also straight. Like I'm 5 feet tall, and I forgot to bring you to take a look at this space. Let's take a look at your absolute dominance in the hard-shot SUV market. There are two main reasons. One is that the history of the Trojans has never been interrupted. The second is that the Trojans do have a history of military vehicles. So that's the Bronco. So as much information as I can give you about the Bronco. So what do you think about the Bronco? Feel free to leave us a comment below.